Hey guys, Danny Jugan, Axis Games. Welcome back to our video series where we're looking at the development of Axis Football 2016. I think last video we did a little bit of quarterback animations. We're going to continue that today. I made a little bit of progress over the course of the week. Um, and as we get into this, let me give you a little bit of a background on how the old system was set up. Um, Basically, when you had a running play, um, when the ball was handed off was hard-coded into the play. I used a timer-based system set up by GameFrame, so after, and it was different for each play, but after 30 or 42 game frames, the handoff would occur. And this worked. The issue was if runners were faster or slower than the average, you got some visual discrepancies with what would actually happen. And so what I did this week is I completely recoded the entire system, and I set it up to where it would be more like what would be done in real life. So the quarterback is going to begin the handoff animation when they are a certain distance or a certain position based off of the runner. Not only that, but they're also going to adjust their position dynamically. Okay, so the play data contains some rough information about where the quarterback should go or the runner should go, but there's a lot more freedom given to the quarterback and the runner in the play to adjust based off of the speeds. Because there can be such a large difference between the speeds of certain running backs and quarterbacks, I wanted to set it up to where the handoffs looked good. And I encourage you to go back and look, after you look at how the new animations are, go back and look at how the animations look for the 2015 version, and you'll see what a huge difference it is. Alright, now so we've got really two different types of running plays. We have handoffs, which is what we'd see in like this tail ice or slot reverse, where the quarterback puts the ball out and the runner comes by and takes it from them. And then we have pitches or tosses, where the quarterback actually tosses the ball in the air and the runner catches it. What I've done so far is I've implemented the handoff animation for the non-tosses, okay, so for the tail ice and the slot reverses. And because I changed the system, I have to go back into all of the running plays and adjust the play data so that the paths that the quarterback and the running back take match up a little bit. So let's take a look at the handoff animation. I'm going to kind of slow it down. And the black lines, you can see where they're traveling or where they're supposed to be going. So quarterback's moving. When he gets close enough, he's going to stop, hand the ball off. The runner's going to take it in the normal running back animation that they would do to take the ball, and they will take it, and then he's going to transfer it, and now you see the runner's holding the ball in his hand like he should. Okay, so we can see this full speed here. It's a fumble. Kick the ball out of bounds. We can reverse the play and run it to the other side. He will automatically adjust the animation as necessary. Show you another. I've done the goal line play. We'll do the reverse. That number 9 is pretty slow. Alright, so what I'm going to go into working on now is the misdirections in as well. I'm going to go in and fix all of the other handoffs. Okay, so we'll start with I formation. End around is a handoff, and the running back lead is a handoff. The pitch is obviously not a handoff, so I will get to that once I implement the turn and pivot and toss animation. So I'm going to pull up the play data and go into I formation and we'll go to end around. And this should be a right handoff, which is a 2. And then what I need to do is see how the current play looks. I'm going to start this and again give a pause. You can see this is the current path that this guy's coming here. Then he's coming down the line here. And so he's trying to hand the ball off, but his handoff's a little bit behind. And he's moving really slow. So let's speed him up a little bit. Well, that looks better, but I want the tight end to come not so much straight back and more down the line at his first step. So we'll go, let's try 3, -3. Again, this is very trial and error, at least until I get a play editor. So you can see before he was coming over here some, now he's coming down the line a little bit more. And I still think he could come down the line more. And we got to switch his animation so that he's taking the ball the proper way. Alright, so let's have him come to -3. And those are all... I'm looking at the tree here for the animations. I want to see how it looks if we do this. Basically what I did was I disallowed the transition from standing up, from the lineman position to idle. And so they would go straight from this position to running, which is more likely what would happen. Which I like that a lot better. So where are we? Hold on. I'm just going to delete this transition. Okay. That looks a lot better. So we go back to the game now. So we can see the path being taken now. So we want the quarterback to actually get there faster than he is. Nope, wrong play. Better. So this is all the play data. It tells them what they're doing, where they go, how fast to do it. whether to run full speed or not, that sort of thing. One of the other things I did was with the juke moves. I know some people like to play with the controller. Those will obviously be left and right controls. I don't know the triggers. I'll talk to you guys about what controls you would prefer to have for the juke moves. But some people like playing with the mouse. And so what I did is while you're running, you can left click to juke to the left. You can right click to juke to the right. I think spin's going to be a down on the scroll wheel, and dive will be forward. So it should still be really easy to do the controls. See, the quarterback looks like he's running way too fast, even though he's running full speed. I think what we can do is, let's slow him down just a little bit. And it is a faster quarterback. So 2, -3. What if we do 3, -2? Let's see how this looks. And some plays are really easy to adjust. These reverses can be kind of difficult, and one that took forever was this misdirection. So the quarterback's kind of running into him there. X. Adjust the quarterback's position a little bit. I think it looked better the way it was. We'll move the tight end back a little bit. Let's try this. Quarterback goes to 3, 2. Let's go 2, 2, -1, and let's go 3, -3, 0. I'm painting this out in my head and what it looks like. Alright, let's see how that looks in real time. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's check the other direction. Okay. So let's move on to the running back lead, which should be a left handoff, or handoff with the quarterback's left hand. Here. So we can see where the runners are going. That's pretty good. Might want to move the quarterback's X position over just a little bit. We'll go here. The fullback. Go here. And let's have the running back come here. Alright, that looks good. Let's see how it looks in real time. Alright, the problem is the blocker misses where he's supposed to be going. Because it's not... It works well in that play, but the fullback's going too far to the right. Still missing the block. 3-1. There we go. Alright, so now he picks up that block. Turn it to the other side. Alright. Very good. So we're going to continue going through the rest of the running plays. We've got goal line done, got I formation done. I'm going to go into split back and do the handoffs here. I think all three of these are handoffs, despite the fact that this says toss, although I might change it to be a toss. Single back's done, so I'll do the two handoffs in shotgun, in trips, and the shuffle pass as well. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep working on this. That'll wrap us up for this development video. Hopefully that gave you guys some insight into how the plays are done. We certainly are going to be adding new plays for the 2016 version. And I'm excited to switch over to a new interface that looks a little bit better than this. So that'll do it for us this week. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And if there's something that you guys would want to see in terms of development videos, definitely let us know. We're kind of in a place right now where we need to get these animations implemented. And so we're going to be doing this until we finish. But then we'll switch back and start working on the UI stuff, get the plays in and that sort of thing. So the last thing I'll say is, as we go through this transition from 15 to 16, one of the things that we spent a ton of time on was going from Unity 4 to 5. We had to make a ton of changes and do a ton of tweaking with the runners because of the new physics system. And so that took a significant amount of time. The good news is it's done, and we're happy with how it looks. And in the future, we won't have to spend as much time doing that. We can focus on the changes and the new features we want to add. But I wanted to just be transparent about where we are and what we've been doing. So I'm going to continue working on these plays. Once I get all of the handoffs done, I'm going to go back and I'm going to start implementing the pitch animation and do the rest of the running plays for non-handoffs and do the pitch ones. So that'll do it for us this week. We'll be back on Wednesday with the screenshot for our Screenshot Wednesdays, and then we'll be back next Sunday for our next development video. So thanks for following. Tell your friends about all of the cool changes that we're doing. Have big expectations for 2016, and we'll see you soon.